Hello and welcome everyone to the August 28th episode of This Week in Kirkland, the official podcast of the city of Kirkland, bringing you timely topics, noteworthy news, and of course great giveaways.
When we have them.
We have them delivered to you every week. I'm your host, Jim Lopez, joined today by
Kate Ryan
and David Walbrecht,
as well as our special guest, Katelyn Mullikin. She is a counselor at the Youth Eastside Services at the Kirkland Teen Union building.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we are very excited to have you, Katelyn.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
We got a couple of acronyms there. First, we got the YES.
That's right. And the KTUB.
Otherwise known as
KTUB.
KTUB.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a lot about the YES and the KTUB. But first, Katelyn, what are you doing for fun these days?
While it's warm out, I've been trying to get a lot of swimming in. I like to go to Lake Washington, but I live in Seattle, so I like to go to the Sound as well. So there's a lot of time outside, yeah.
Heck yeah.
You are a maniac.
I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed this, Katelyn, and Nate, but I've noticed that the Sound is a little colder.
Yeah.
An average of 45 degrees year round.
Yeah.
So you don't mind the chilly Sound?
I don't. I grew up on the East Coast, and we had some pretty cold water there.
There you go.
What part of the East Coast?
New Hampshire. So
Grew up in
kind of
Boston.
near Boston. Oh, yeah? Okay.
Practically neighbors.
Basically.
And now you're neighbors again.
Now we're
Yeah,
neighbors
right, look at
again.
that.
It's funny how that works.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Well, that's a lot of fun, and we have beautiful weather right now.
It's true. Yeah, it's the time to be swimming for sure.
Yeah.
That's great.
Get all the good summer activities in now
Yeah, before,
before the rains come.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So it's Sound and Lake Washington. Okay. Do you so you're just swimming out, you're just having a good time, splashing around?
Yeah, just hanging out with my friends. I'm always the one to say, oh, we should go in. We should take a dip.
And
everyone's like, no,
people
no,
are
no.
saying, oh, it's too cold. It's too cold.
And you're like, no.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Very
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I've recently in my life become more of a I'm gonna jump into the cold waters sort of person. I wasn't that for a long time. I was always like, no, I'm fine. Yeah, thanks. I'm fine, warm
Take the
and dry.
plunge, David.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
the plunge.
I'm like, okay,
I'm
let's
sensing
go.
a life lesson.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. There's a metaphor in there.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had one of those scuba shirts, I could dive in. I
Oh,
don't like
like
it when
a-
it gets cold on
yeah,
my back.
you've mentioned that, yeah.
I don't mind my legs
Yeah, I mean, but
or my head, but my back.
but everywhere in between, it
Yeah.
just needs
That's
a
right.
scuba suit. Okay.
Well, that sounds like super fun, and we're gonna have a lot of fun talking about everything you're doing at KTUB for the YES. But before we do that, here's what's going on this week in Kirkland. Let's talk beaches, everybody.
Yep.
David, what's the latest?
Yeah, so as of Tuesday, August 26th, Juanita Beach is closed for at least 1 week. Yep, to swimmers and pets due to elevated bacteria levels. Meanwhile, good news, Houghton Beach has reopened for swimming.
Bum,
So-
ba-da-da.
Dun, 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 dun. So as we learned from talking with Daniel from King County Beach Testing a couple weeks ago, goose droppings are the likely main reason bacteria levels spike for
Those
Kirkland
goose droppings,
beaches. So
man.
our community has asked the city, what can be done to deter the geese. So we are using signs and outreach to really discourage folks from feeding the birds. Because if the birds don't like it there, then hey, they might not be there that much.
That's right.
So please don't feed the ducks, geese, and other birds.
We are a belonging city,
Yes.
but that might be taking it a little too far.
That's
Little too far.
exactly. And we are also an innovative city, Jim. So
Yes.
we're testing out different decoys, lighting, and we even got a couple remote control boats and trucks.
We have decoys.
yeah,
real?
yeah, like hunting,
love it.
like owls or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what. It's purely speculative.
Sitting ominously on the
yeah,
horizon.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to just get those geese moving, safely along. So yeah, do your part, and we're doing what we can.
Help us out. We want to keep those beaches open.
That's right.
Hey, the city has launched a new partnership with the King County Sexual Assault Resource Center. Kate, tell us all about that.
Yeah, so together we're bringing a full-time legal advocate to Kirkland to support survivors
excellent.
of sexual assault. Yeah, this is a great program. This advocate provides trauma-informed support, whether or not survivors actually choose to report or engage with the justice system. It's all about making sure that no one has to navigate that process alone. This service includes a 24-hour resource line, legal and medical advocacy, trauma-focused therapy, family support, and connections to additional community resources.
Excellent.
It is. A link to kcsarc.org will be in the show notes.
What do we call it? KSARC?
KSARC.
We
Yep.
like our acronyms.
I know. We have the acronym bingo.
Yeah, that's coming up.
That's a good one.
So this is a super important program, and all the information, as Kate noted, is in the show notes.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Hey, a quick reminder that city offices will be closed on Labor Day, Monday, September 1st.
Yep.
I think that means we don't have to come to work. Well, some of us.
Well, it's true.
Yes.
So
Yes.
fire, police, and other critical services
Will be available.
will be on and still available. So normal operations for City Hall and other city facilities resume Tuesday at 8 a.m.
Yes, that's nice. Okay, school starts soon.
Yeah.
Did you guys realize that?
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
And that means school zone safety cameras will be reactivated
That's right.
on September 2nd. Mark your calendars, everybody. September 2nd, those school zone safety cameras are active.
Yeah.
Kate, what should people know about that?
Yeah, we got to remember to drive around a little differently, right? The speed limit in all school zones is 20 miles per hour, and it's enforced 30 minutes before and after the start of school, 30 minutes before and after the end of school. A heads up that at Finn Hill Middle School and Carl Sandburg Elementary area, those school times start at different times, which leads to a longer enforcement window along 84th Avenue Northeast. So slow down, and yeah, in general, we're driving differently at the start of
Yes.
school, right?
Slow
Remember
down.
to drive safe around buses, routes to schools. Just heads up, keep kids safe.
Great heads up. Thank you, Kate.
And
Just keep going slow.
exactly. And a friendly reminder that, it is illegal to pass a school bus that is stopped on an undivided road. So don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we're trying to keep everybody safe.
Here's your warning.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for that warning.
Yes.
Hey, the next meeting of the Kirkland City Council is on Tuesday, September 2nd. Here's what's on the agenda. On the business agenda, Council will receive an update on the draft speed limit setting policy. Speaking of speed limits,
Yeah, that's right.
this is a deliverable of the Kirkland Transportation Safety Action Plan.
Yeah, Council will also review and provide direction on the scope of work for a transit needs study, and will also review the Human Services Grants Rapid Response Plan and consider approval of the related fiscal note to fund local nonprofits in response to growing impacts of federal level policy changes.
Council will also provide direction on the addition of 2 new positions, a human services supervisor and a housing case manager, to expand and sustain the city's coordinated homelessness response.
That's great stuff. And prior to the business agenda, during the study session, Council will discuss draft code amendments for 2 community-initiated amendment requests. This is for the Michaels and Goodwill properties in Juanita.
And also, Council will discuss the proposed updates to the 2025-2030 Capital Improvement Program.
And a reminder that city council meetings are streamed live on the city's YouTube channel, Facebook page, and the city website.
Yeah, so check us out there if you miss it, or even if you don't miss it.
I mean, hey.
Check it out there too.
Yeah, totally.
Watch it twice.
3 times
Yeah.
even.
And finally, the story everyone's been buzzing about.
Yeah, it was picked up by the New York Post.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know.
A snapping turtle under the dock at Juanita Beach. National story.
Yeah,
Apparently, yeah.
Slow news day, I guess. No.
Have we named this turtle? I think we're going to name it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So if you don't
I
know
think
what
we should name him Salty.
Salty.
Or
Okay.
just came to me.
Yeah, hey, all right.
Yeah. It
Sometimes
seems like
inspiration strikes.
He might have a salty personality. now.
Yeah.
Is that where you got the
Salty
name?
the turtle.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, Kirkland lifeguard supervisor Danny safely recently removed this snapping turtle, keeping beachgoers out of harm's way.
Nice.
So this particular species of turtle are actually invasive and at times can be aggressive. And so if you see one, alert a lifeguard or staff. Big thanks to our lifeguards, our animal control officer, Angela Arnold, who's been on the podcast before,
Yeah.
and staff from the Department of Fish and Wildlife for their quick response.
You can learn more about native and invasive species and how to report those at Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. We'll have the link in the show notes.
Yeah, and we'll also have the photo of Salty, the
Yes, Salty.
snapping turtle that was
Uh-huh.
removed, in the show notes as well.
What do you think of that, Nate? Did I nail that one?
I think I saw this photo of this the lifeguard holding up the turtle.
Yeah.
This thing looks positively prehistoric.
Yes, yes, it does.
And I'm told that they have a bite that can break bones.
Ooh.
So
Be mindful.
just
Salty indeed.
just
Yeah.
a reminder to pet owners, invasive species are a huge risk to our local ecosystem, and please do not dump anything in the lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you for
it's a
that
good one,
public
yeah.
service announcement, Nate Gettleman. A lot of upcoming events for you to check out. And we've got an end of the summer outdoor party
Yeah, this is for KTUB. So
We're going to talk about this.
yeah, exactly. We're going to hear more about this from Katelyn, our guest. But Saturday, August 30th, 6:30, we have snacks, games, and, some friends, new
Yes.
or old.
We also have the beloved Sea Spot
Yeah,
Splash.
I love sea spots.
Yes, that's coming Saturday, September 6th at Peter Kirk Pool. It's a dog pool party.
Check it out. Senior Resource Fair is also coming up Thursday, September 18th. Got resources for older adults and their families, information on health, housing, caregiving, and other local services.
And we have the Cadet Benefit Car Show.
Indeed.
This is on Saturday, September 20th at the Kirkland Justice Center. This sounds like big fun.
Yes.
huge fun.
We have Officer Trombley and Cadet Ethan Keegan.
Hey, who
They
was
were on the
on?
podcast.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they
that's
were on
right.
the podcast. They were on the show and they told us all about it.
Yeah, this car lovers event has Best in Show awards, and the
Ooh.
proceeds benefit the cadet program. It's just going to be a great time.
Awesome. Well, and also our health and wellness fair. So coming up Saturday, September 20th at Juanita High School. Free health, mental, dental services, screenings, immunizations, food, music, raffles, so much more.
Wow.
It's the place to be.
We got a
Big
lot
event.
going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
As always, Kirkland is happening.
That's
and
right.
be sure to come on down to Kirkland City Hall on Saturday, September 13th.
Boom.
City Hall for All. We'll have a ton more in upcoming podcasts about that, but we've already talked about it. We, Jim, what's
We're
your
doing
favorite?
our party, right?
Yeah, you're doing our
Our
party.
2-year anniversary
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been doing this thing for two
Two
years
years.
every week.
Yeah, we're all going to be there, right, Nate?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David, Kate.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a good hang.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We have some special guests, too.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you can also check out the market, the pop-up market
Yeah,
that's going to
there's
be at
so
City
much
Hall for
more.
All,
Oh,
sustainability
so much.
showcase, and of course, trucks.
Trucks. The mayor's going to read children's stories.
That's true.
That's
There's
such
a
a great event.
Yeah.
book swap by the library
Book
board.
swap.
Yeah.
We also have
So much.
Fix It Fair. And you can pay your utility bill in person.
And you can do
on
some
a
city
Saturday.
business.
Yeah, you can do your city business.
Yeah.
I know that's what everyone's
City
been
Hall
looking forward
for
to.
all.
Indeed. Check it out.
Hey, a reminder, everybody, as always, everything we talked about has links and more information in the show notes for all of our items. At least most everything we talked about.
Yes.
And that brings us to our very special guest. Welcome again, Katelyn Mullikin, counselor at Youth Eastside Services, the YES, at Kirkland Teen Union Building, the KTUB.
The KTUB.
Yeah. So thank you for everything you do there. The KTUB is a big part of what we do at the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very grateful to have you and Youth Eastside Services there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So for those who might not even know about KTUB, can you tell us a little bit about why it's such a special place for teens?
Yeah, definitely. So KTUB, or the Kirkland Teen Union Building, it's an after-school drop-in space. It's a community center, and it's totally free for teens in the area who want to come here and hang out, get some homework done, get snacks, play games. But really, it's just a drop-in space for teens, and we try to really emphasize their interests and their voice in a lot of the work we do. And so we're trying to get them to really influence the programming that we have over there.
And having a
Oh.
place to go
Yeah.
is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big
You know,
time.
just a place to hang out,
yeah.
be with your friends.
Yeah, especially for young people. And
I remember back in my day,
Yeah.
when I was about 14 to 16, KTUB on Friday nights, there was, local bands who came and play, and they'd have spaghetti a lot of the time, too. It was like the spot to be on Friday night.
Wow.
Are you a KTUB young
Wow.
person?
I was a Kirkland kid.
Well, so Katelyn, so KTUB sounds awesome. It's just such a great resource for our young people in and around Kirkland. So, and you're with Youth Eastside Services, and so can you tell us about what is the relationship with KTUB, or you work at KTUB, or like what's going on here?
Yeah, I got you. So, Youth Eastside Services is a nonprofit mental health agency, and we provide services to teens and young people in Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, and Sammamish.
Wow.
Yeah, so all over
That's
the
a lot.
east side, which is really great. In addition to our agency services, we have partnerships with the city of Kirkland as well as the Lake Washington School District, in Kirkland, to have mental health counselors in the schools and then also in community centers. And so I'm really lucky to be placed at the Kirkland Teen Union Building full-time as a mental health counselor. Thank you to the city of Kirkland.
That's really wonderful to hear, because keeping that continuity between the city programs and what's going on at the Lake Washington School District, I would think that's very helpful for you as you could see, align the services that you provide and maybe share your experiences in both environments, right?
Absolutely. And having a space that's not school where you can go and get mental health services
Oh my gosh, yeah.
it can be really beneficial for teens who just don't feel like school is the place where they want to be doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just great to have connections to the counselors there. So when I see a teen who I know from one of the schools, I can let them know, like, hey, your student came by and it was really awesome and they had a great time.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
the connection is really nice.
And we want
Yeah.
to focus on that because you are there providing professional services. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's good for families to know, like you
Exactly.
will give counseling to a young person in need for free right at the KTUB,
Yeah.
private one-on-one interaction.
How would someone make an appointment if they were interested?
There's a few different ways. You can always just drop into the teen center to my office. I'm there every day. It's open. They can also email me or call me or reach out to the folks at KTUB to let them know that there's someone that's interested in services. And then usually it's just a quick conversation with me to kind of introduce myself and my services and let the teen know what's available and how they can access those. And then sometimes we set up a regular appointment. Sometimes they say, okay, I'll come see you when I need
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Good to know.
Good to
Exactly,
know.
yeah.
And
like,
we
oh,
will
okay.
include all that contact info
Yeah.
in the show
Excellent.
notes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, the fact that you're there, now you're there a full 20 hours a week, right? Or 40 hours a week.
I'm there 40 hours a week. The teen center's open for young people to come by for about 20 hours a week. Yeah.
So you're fully integrated in the whole atmosphere of the KTUB, right?
Absolutely.
So you're hanging out with them and they're playing ping pong or...
And I'm playing ping pong too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you gotten better at ping pong since you?
100%. There are teens who saw me when we first opened, and I just was not very good at it. And then a few of our regulars who came in a lot, and when we first opened up, we would just play ping pong together, and I got pretty good.
Hey,
So-
all right,
And so
okay.
I always tell teens who come in and they're feeling like, oh, I'm not so good at it. It's like just takes a couple games,
Yeah.
There you
and
go.
we played a lot there. So.
Practice
I love
makes
it.
better.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
You got to meet them where they are.
Right.
Sometimes that means the ping pong table.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Pick up a battle.
I'll
yeah.
do art with the teens. I'll play basketball. I'll join in the cooking class. What's really cool about my role is that when I'm not doing these one-on-one appointments, I can just kind of be in the teen center, hanging out and getting to know them, so that they feel comfortable coming to me at a later time because we've burnt up pizza together in the in the toaster oven.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
tell
we've had
us
the
a little.
bonding.
Tell us
That's
a little
good.
bit about that, Katelyn. Like, what are some of the fun things that are available inside or maybe in close proximity outside that you guys do?
Totally. So we always have scheduled programming on different days. We have cooking classes. We have crochet crew.
Wait, you have cooking classes there?
We do. We have.
Can you take older adults there?
No, Jim. It's
They're
the T and
T and T.
K-Tub.
That's
Yeah.
right.
exactly.
Hey, you got to try.
Hey, that's okay.
You gotta
You
try.
know, no wrong answers.
Jim, the senior center's right next
That's
door.
true. That's true. I got to reroute.
I'm sure we would take, some mentoring though. If
Oh,
you wanted to come teach
mentoring.
us how to cook
Okay.
something.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a small cafe area, which is really awesome, so the teens can use that to cook food. We have like a microwave and an air fryer, so they kind of make like
Nice.
meals they could make in a college dorm
Nice.
one day, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're kind of
That's
talking about
super smart,
how much do
yeah.
these things cost, and like you can make so many different foods with just the same ingredients. And
Nice.
so there's some practical skills to the cooking classes, but we also have an art studio, and we have another nonprofit partner that's there called
Yeah.
For Tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and so they actually provide art programming
Oh, nice.
multiple days a week, and then just open art studio, and then they're also the ones that are running our recording studio. So we have
okay,
like
nice.
state of the art equipment. It's brand new. It was just all installed when we were opening.
Hey.
Are you guys
Yeah.
making music over there?
We have.
Wow. Okay.
There was an 8-week recording studio class
Whoa.
where every week the teens came in and they learned how to use the equipment, what it was all about. Some of them played instruments and others were just interested in the producing side. But they actually worked together to write a song, lyrics and the
Oh my
music
gosh.
and everything. And then they
Wow.
recorded it. It was
Wow.
super cool.
Well,
That is
I think
amazing.
I'm feeling the inspiration, Kate, to provide a platform for this creative activity.
Absolutely.
Maybe we do can we challenge them to what can we challenge them to do? A new podcast jingle?
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like you look over at me. Like,
know.
let's challenge them.
David, let's
what
challenge
can we
them.
do? Yeah. I
What
was
do you
like,
think
let's
about
go.
that?
I love the idea.
I like that a lot. We're having some open studio time in a couple weeks where they
Nice.
can come in and just, see the equipment, test out the instruments, and so I'll bring it up then.
Yeah,
you
you
do
just want
that?
to
See if
sprinkle
they
the
can-
idea,
yeah, just
inspiration.
See what they think.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm also thinking like the This Week in Kirkland. I'm just basically volunteering our amazing staff.
Perfect.
Kate is an amazing producer. She produces many things, shows, events.
Yeah.
You could
Jim.
give a little mentorship.
Hey.
Well, hey,
Yeah, they're producing things,
if I have
right?
anything to
Yeah.
offer, yeah.
No, I think podcasting kind of lessons would be
Podcasting?
super cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure there would be teens
There you
interested
go.
in that.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
cool.
And David has a preternatural ability to be successful at the Dungeons and Dragons experience.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have teens that are interested in Dungeons and
Okay,
Dragons.
yeah.
They come in on their own to play. We're also going to be starting in the fall a specific group where they can
Okay.
learn how to do the. I
Yeah.
don't play Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm sorry for
You're like,
saying
do the thing.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Well,
No, you're all good. You're
yeah.
all good. Yeah.
And Nate is a baseball historian and savant.
Oh yeah, no, that's most of what I do with my friends is just sit around naming retired athletes.
So
So
we
if
could.
there's room for
yeah,
that.
if there's room for.
Caitlin, did you expect to get all this?
I didn't know everyone was so multi-talented.
yeah. There
Please
you
all
go.
come in. Yeah.
And you have a stage there, right?
We do have a stage.
Is there performances?
We've had a couple open mics, which has been really neat. Teens have come up to sing songs, perform original poetry. Some have done stand-up sets.
Nice.
So,
Hey.
yeah.
Have
so
you had stand-up young folks doing stand-up?
We have.
Could you
That's-
invite me to that?
Really, you're interested?
serious.
We have a few teens that are really good.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness,
Wow,
what
that takes
fun!
nerves of steel.
Right?
Man.
Right.
There's a lot of budding talent there. I think it's just all
Wow.
gonna,
That's awesome.
yeah. We had a couple teen bands perform at our opening celebration.
Yeah.
We wanted to have some teen bands perform at this close of summer party and stuff, and the teen bands broke up.
They broke up.
Yeah,
You know, that
like they're
happens.
having their own Fleetwood Mac moment. I think there was some dating. Yeah,
Was there? Was there some?
I don't know the details.
Was
Like
there- Did they have their own rumors?
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. So
I
we just
think-
need to wait for the reunion tour. Yeah.
We kind of have to have that band on the show.
Well, I don't know that they're. I'm not sure we can get their agents,
listen.
Jim.
They just need to study how successful rumors was. Put
Well,
it out
yeah.
there that there's some romance and some
Fair enough.
breakup, and the next thing you know, it should be
Yeah.
the highest rated show we've ever done.
So, Caitlin, can you? So, on our notes here, I'm seeing something that mentions an affinity group discussion
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
coming up later in September. What can
What's
you
that?
elaborate on what that is?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about it. It's still in the works, but
Yeah.
one of the programming kind of opportunities we want to create is having a space for different affinity groups, either from the schools or kind of created at KTUB
Oh,
to
nice.
come and meet. So teens that share different identities. We've already had some kind of collaboration with LGBTQ clubs at local schools. The Black Students Union at a local school came and did their debutante ball at KTUB.
Oh,
and
nice.
so we have opportunities to bring in, different groups to come and kind of have some space to, talk about what they're doing and bring other people into that as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank
you kind of brought up this idea earlier when you were describing KTUB. Teens are really at the center of what gets programmed at KTUB, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a big whiteboard when you first walk in, and that's a place where teens are always putting ideas of activities they want, snacks they really want us to get, different music selections. We have a collaborative playlist that they get to submit songs, and then they hear it on the
Oh,
speaker, which
that's
is cool.
Nice.
And in addition, we're also developing kind of like a youth advisory board. Right now, it's in its
Well,
beginning
good for you.
stages where we're just gathering teens to come and share their opinions about KTUB. What have they liked about the first year? What things would they change? And that's not just, what activities and programming they want, but also our policies. If there's a rule that they think doesn't make sense or they wish it was a different way, we want to offer them an opportunity to learn how to advocate for that change. And so to come to the leaders at KTUB and say, hey, this is how we want something to be instead, and this is why, and here's how we should do it. And so we're going to kind of work with them to create proposals and learn how to carve out change in
Wow.
different ways.
What
Yeah.
exercise in self-governance?
Yeah, right. I was like, what a great skill
Yes.
to be teaching folks.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it starts just with, the things at KTUB, but we want that to expand to the things that they
Yeah.
care about outside of KTUB
Exactly.
in their local community as well. And so, we're hoping that group can kind of be the place of a lot of creativity and leadership.
I love how we've created this foundational space for our young folks to come and just be, right?
Right.
Just a place to go and hang out and meet other folks and be with friends and develop relationships. And then you kind of layer in all of these really creative activities, and I love the creative part of it. I'm kind of an adherent to the creative process myself. But also having you there, the YES organization, which is so professional and committed to mental health and substance abuse training, and to have that layer of service and protection there. I think it's a wonderful combination and well thought through combination of things that our young folks would find, I think, very helpful in their development.
And it's not just that I'm there as the only person that cares about mental health. And so if,
Yes,
so what's really great is actually it's like infused throughout the whole center. It's infused in the policies where we're actually talking about, what are the experiences of teens who have mental health struggles and how might that look in our space, and how can we make sure we're being supportive and we're being non-judgmental and we're facilitating relationship building. And so all of the staff there are really great at kind of infusing life skills and mental health support and, just general wellness into all of the things we're doing there.
And what are you seeing, Katelyn? Like what's going on out there? Give us some insight as to what are some of the challenges our young folks are facing.
Yeah, well, typical teen stuff, they would say, related to identity and popularity and friendships and just kind of like learning more about who am I and who do I want to be in this world? What are my values? How am I gonna make choices that are in line with my values and that, make me friends? And so just like the balance of, I think, the social aspects of life. And then there's a lot of anxiety and depression kind of just in our world generally. We're seeing a lot more symptoms of that. And part of that is because people have more access to information, so they know that that's what's going on. They have language to talk about it, and we're reducing the stigma around talking about mental health.
Well,
so,
that's wonderful.
Right, there's just like a bit more of an awareness. And then I'm also seeing a lot of technology use, which can be a positive. Teens have a lot of social connections on their phones. Their friends are there. That's how they stay in touch with people over the summer. It's, where they're getting their pop culture information. And we know that like social media can be incredibly addictive. And there aren't a lot of safeguards to kind of guide teens who are still in this phase where they're making decisions for themselves and they're trying to figure out what works best for them. And so I spend a lot of my time giving information, talking about my experiences and the experiences of teens that I'm working with and I see, and kind of connecting some of the dots, but really leaving it up to the teens to make decisions that make sense for them, kind of trusting them as they're the experts of their experience, but I just want to give them some ideas that they could draw from,
I'm curious about this.
great.
Have you heard any feedback from them on the recent no phones in schools push that's going around the country?
So several of our middle schools have already implemented that, and so they're already in no phone zone. And so I think for some schools, there was some anxiety at first being separated from your device, not having access to those notifications. Like, I'm someone who's checking my notifications when I feel them, so I can only imagine, when I'm younger.
Right.
And so there was a little bit of that. But for the most part, they are understanding of why their teachers don't want them to have their phones. And, as soon as they're out, they can get it back. So not as much pushback as I would have thought, but it definitely is, I'm sure, an annoyance for some of them.
I'm glad you asked the question about phones because I am an original BlackBerry kind of person. Do you remember the BlackBerries?
Oh, you're the one. No, I'm just...
Well played. I just can't let go of that BlackBerry. But I hear there's a trend for our young folks to want BlackBerries now. Did you hear about this?
No. Katelyn, you seen this?
Really? Is it to play that fun game?
Is it just me
Brick
dreaming?
Breaker?
Is it just me dreaming of the return of
That
BlackBerry?
it's coming back
maybe,
around.
yeah.
No one's brought up Blackberries
Now,
to
could
me
you
yet.
could you
but
poll
okay.
your peeps? Because there is a little bit of a movement that I read about where younger folks are looking for a device that isn't so deeply connected to
interesting. Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
And BlackBerries are cool.
Yeah.
Nate's nodding.
I remember there was a girl in school when I was in high school who had a BlackBerry when all the rest of us just had flip phones.
Flip phones, yeah.
And it was
Okay.
the coolest thing
Coolest
in the world.
thing. So, Katelyn, we've got some upcoming events and activities that teens and families should look for. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yes, definitely. So as summer is coming to a close, we have an end of summer party.
Ooh.
It's going to be on Saturday, August 30th at 6:30.
That sounds like fun.
I think we're going to have some live music or maybe a DJ. There's food. It'll be outdoors right in Peter Kirk Park by the Teen Center.
Nice.
Awesome.
So that's super exciting. And then once school starts back up again and we are open for our normal school hours, we are going to be having all of those classes coming up. So cooking class, we have that Dungeons and Dragons class coming up.
Yes.
We're going to be starting our teen voice group, that leadership group I was talking about.
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm going to
cool.
be offering a peer support group. So teens who want
wow.
to come in and kind of share their own experiences about mental health and kind of encourage their friends to seek some mental health care too. And then on the week of September 15th, we're going to be having a Back to KTUB, kind of like back to school, a week of events. So during our drop-in time, we're going to have extra snacks and we're going to have games and prizes. And we're just going to really be hyping up that school's back, but so is KTUB. And this is like a really great place to come after school and unwind, hang with your friends, get some food, do your homework, whatever it is you want to do. Yeah.
Awesome.
That is amazing.
Win.
Well, Katelyn, thank you. And also, am I to understand that there's some transportation options that are provided to, it looks like Mullikin and maybe Finn Hill middle schools?
Yeah, that's correct. So we have a shuttle that goes one way from the school, from Mullikin or from Finn Hill to KTUB. So Mullikin is Tuesdays and Fridays. Finn Hill is Mondays and Thursdays.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
You can sign up for the transportation on Civic Rec. That's where we sign up for all of our Kirkland programs.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And we know that teens want transportation, and so the way for us to be able to get more transportation is to have those teens signing up for it.
It's like sign up if you- okay.
Sign up, and so we know you want to come, and
Yeah.
then we're going to do our best to keep getting more
Kinda more of that,
transportation.
okay.
Exactly.
I would have
Awesome.
loved that when I was a kid. It's kind of a long
Yeah.
bus ride up from both of those places to downtown Kirkland.
Yeah, totally.
It is. And a lot of the teens do take the public bus, which is awesome, and they're navigating it well, and they go with their friends or they walk here, especially
Yeah.
from Kirkland Middle School. So location and transportation is kind of important to them. Yeah.
Definitely.
Indeed. So for parents or maybe even young people who are listening to this episode and they want to stay updated on KTUB information and news, what's the best way to do that?
We have a website through the city of Kirkland. We also are on Facebook and Instagram. So you
Nice.
can look up the Kirkland Teen Union building and we post our schedule there, all the fun activities, our hours of operation if we're closed for some reason. Everything you need is, online there.
Awesome.
I kind of think we should pack up the podcast and do a show over there.
Absolutely.
I was thinking.
What do you think?
We've got the recording studio ready to
Hey,
go, right?
check
We
that
have
out.
a table laid out kind
yeah,
of just like
this.
this.
We'll bring
All
down
right.
some
You'd
of
all
our
have your
swag or
chairs,
whatever.
yeah.
We could get some of the kids on. I'm sorry, the young people.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's people that,
people.
that attend.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
The
Kirkland
people
Teen
that
Union.
attend who happen to be 11 to 18 years old. Yes. Them.
I think
The-
that
the
would be big fun.
full-faceted people. Got
Yes.
it.
Exactly.
And I will tell you, Katelyn, you are big fun.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you so
thank
much.
you for coming on. This was great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, everyone.
We love the work you and everybody are doing over there at KTUB.
Absolutely.
And we hope everybody listens and checks it out and takes advantage of that amazing program.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Thanks
thank you, Katelyn, for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. And hey, everyone, don't forget to slow down in school zones.
Yes, and that does it for this week, my friends. You've been listening to This Week in Kirkland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Special thanks to Nate Gettleman and Angela Brown for their behind-the-scenes magic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next episode is September 4th. Until then,
Stay connected, Kirkland.